Sandy and the Bell Pepper Band, printed for the Big Seed 2024. There's a tale about the Bell Pepper Band. The story is known throughout the whole land. If you go down to the garden at night and it happens that all the winds are right, then you might just see a magical sight. Most of us don't believe that yarn, though. It's just a silly fairy tale, you know. But then that one day, my friend Sandy heard her grandpa tells that story, every word, and didn't think it sounded so absurd. She spent all next day thinking on that lore until she couldn't take it any more. The only way to set her poor mind free would be to find the pepper patch and see if they were where the story said they'd be. So once the evening sun was sinking low, young Sandy crept outside in tippy-toe. She crawled on hands and knees across the lawn. By now the light of day was almost gone, asleep until the next day chanced to dawn. She made it to the garden, slipped inside, and found the perfect place where she could hide. Down in the corn patch, right between the rows, she'll hide well there, 'cause everybody knows it's like a jungle when the sweet corn grows. She waited there, and while time drifted by, she didn't see a thing, but still she'd try to see them if she had to wait all night. Then straight ahead there came the faintest light. She peered out and saw the strangest sight. Well, Sandy just could not believe her eyes. There was a stage light up with fireflies, with vegetables of all kinds gathered round, packed tight together there upon the ground, who made the faintest shuffling, murmuring sound. Then all of a sudden the whole crowd hushed. The firefly lanterns above them flushed. A rustling came from the dill and the sage. Then, like something out of a storybook page, 5 colorful peppers came onto the stage. One pepper was green, a stoic fellow. After him, an expressionless yellow, and an orange with the happiest face. The purple was next and took his space. Then a red, whose smile lit up the place. Each came to the concert holding a bell made out of a hollowed-out acorn shell. It was hard to believe, but it was true, watching a legend come out of the blue, wondering what they were going to do. But then each raised his bell to play a note, and a sound sprung out of each little bell's throat, which rang like a chime in each listener's ear, enchanting whoever had luck to hear, and drawing the crowd in from far and near. And the bell peppers played, oh, how they played, lifting the world with the music they made. They played a song Sandy had heard before, a song that near anyone could adore, but it would not be the same anymore. The green pepper played E, a lowish note, which sounded like tunes that night itself wrote. The sound was a feeling wrapped up in a noise, a record of indescribable joys that stirred up the soul and gave the world poise. The note was a thought she couldn't describe, a fleeting emotion, some distant vibe. The taste of memories dear to the soul, lost in pieces so long, returning whole. Then the orange pepper let his music roll. But the yellow played next, ringing his bell. He played F, a note that set the mood well. 'Twas a quick little note, sharp and yet low, a raindrop's faint glint when storms start to blow, as it catches a piece of lightning's glow. Now the orange played G, a cheery sound, the kind that brought joy to everyone round. It too was a feeling inside of a tune, like the stirring cry of a laughing loon, or sun scattered 'cross the water at noon. It took Sandy away to a happier place. It put the world's biggest grin on her face. Then she saw the purple pepper let his bell ring a D she'd never forget, for it was the lowest one of them yet. The sound, it was night in the depth of fall, the thrill of an owl's deep hooting call, that feeling you get when you're out alone, watching the secret night world on your own. That was the feel of the purple one's tone. How could sound hold a feeling? Sandy asked, sitting stock still in the place where she basked. As if in answer, the red pepper rang. His bell sounded out with a ping and a pang, his note higher than the rest of the gang. The sea was a green gold spring day at dawn, when sunlight shimmers in dew on the lawn, when every care seems a whole world away, like the dawn of the first eternal day. That was what Sandy heard that pepper play. The music went on till the stars all came out. By then Sandy let go of all her doubt. She hoped it wouldn't end. It was so fun, but the peppers all stopped playing, one by one. The night was over. The music was done. So they disappeared into the night haze. The vegetables watching went separate ways. Sandy stayed there till the crowd left the loam. Then once she felt sure it was safe to roam, she left the garden and crept on back home. She snuck into the house and softly tread, stealthily all the way up to her bed. She crawled under the covers, pulled them tight, but she couldn't forget that wondrous sight. She thought about it the rest of the night. Then it came. She dashed to his table to write the song down, if she was able. She snatched up a pencil, a notebook too, and though it took Sandy a try or two, she kept on writing until she was through. And so we still have that song Sandy heard, because she wrote down each and every word. Now you can sing or even try to play the song the band played on that day. It's a catchy tune, now wouldn't you say?